Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
To the air, it's Wade. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's fourth down. Dial up your best fourth down play. Keep this drive going.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the ball is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover and have it at the 22. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Wade. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staff.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Bender. And stampeding through the defense. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Going up top on first down. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to go up top on first down. Connection to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back to throw, it's Wade. Gets it out quickly. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They're going to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heel.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. 1st down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got what are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. Discards a man. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Delivers the contact. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Buffaloes have it with a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay.
Continues to fight for yards. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Field goal is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that keep those ends outside and wide, keep them in the pocket, and put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle that has the ability to go get that guy when he...
Always emphasize, too, never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they're stopping. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You've got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's 4th down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
They're going to run it. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
On 3rd down, going up top. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he pulls it in at the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. He cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Power football with the run. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Bender. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Line gets set. 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him, and nobody's close. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Wade. He's got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. Slings it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. These corners backing off a bit. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.